I'm telling you, I don't need you to stay.
Fine, I need me to stay.
You are making too much of this.
I am not making too much of this. I'm just not going to take chances, and that's all there is to it.
Rutherford is not going to send his goons around here. He's already in enough trouble as it is.
Who are you kidding? We both heard him threaten you.
I'm sure it's force of habit from the old days when he could carry out his threats.
What if he still can?
You're trying to scare me, aren't you?
No, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm scared enough for both of us. I'm just trying to be realistic. We both know he's a very dangerous person, yes?
I think the only person I should be worried about is you.
Excuse me?
I think you're using Morgan's threat as an excuse to stay overnight.
I am not. That's not true.
I think the only person I need protection from is you. And I don't hear you denying it.
You know, you're a very confused person. You are. No, see, I'm one of the good guys. Morgan Rutherford, he's the bad guy.
Is that so?
Yes, I'm a very good guy. And I would never cause you personal, emotional, or bodily harm. And there's, just one way to find out.
Certainly will not break that date, for heaven's sake. I mean, you are the person who talked me into going on a date in the first place.
Well, I did not talk you into going on a date with a stranger. And you have never set eyes on this man yet before, have you?
No,
have you?
Okay, no.
I swear, I do not know with what you are doing, you're thinking. Don't you realize how dangerous it is to go out on a date with a man you know nothing about? Nothing. Why, you're taking your life into your hands.
Oh, come on now, please. I think you're being just a little melodramatic.
No, I am not. Not in this day and age, being melodramatic. Don't you read the papers, young lady?
Yes, I'll read the papers.
And don't you realize that a lady has to take extra cautions with herself these days? Why, that man might be one of those certifiable lunatics.
Lunatics?
Yes, lunatics. Just as creamy and peachy on the outside, but inside he's all a moil and a boil with all sorts of complexities. Yeah. And what about this child you had? You have a son, hmm? Now, what is going to happen to that little boy if something terrible happens to his mama?
Oh, please. Nothing's going to happen terrible to his mama.
Oh, well, that is exactly what Lula May said. And look what happened to her.
Who's Lula May?
She's one of our dear friends. Dear little girl from my hometown, Craggy Hope, Tennessee. Lula May Harper. Oh, everybody loved her. She was the sweetest little, prettiest little girl you'd ever hope to meet. One day, Lula May and her dear friend, Ida Sue, were sitting at Park's Drug, gently taking in a cherry flip, when this good-looking, snappy-dressing, fast-talking, hula-hand Dan comes a-zipping in with a 4-inch pompadour in a Cadillac convertible car. Yeah. Now, naturally, both Ida May and Lula May, they lost their hearts to this good-looking stranger. But this stranger, he had his eye out for little Lula May. And the next day, he called her up and invited her to come with him to a picture show. He even came around her home and brought her mama a bouquet of flowers. Well, they got into that Cadillac car of his, Lula May and the stranger, and Lula May was never heard from again.
Never ever?
Never. She fell right off the face of the earth.
My, that's awful.
Well, it certainly was awful. I tell you, nearly broke the hearts of her poor mama and daddy. Now, I'd never be telling you about this if I didn't fear for your ruination, Dixie.
Billy Clyde, I do appreciate your concern. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really do. But Laney and Trask say that this guy is a very, very nice, polite young man.
Wouldn't you want a friend to tag along? You know,
no, I wouldn't want a friend to tag along.
To make sure that everything is on the chivalrous department.
Billy, no,
I mean,
thank you. My
something
goodness, I don't have to make my point with you.
Dixie Martin?
Yes?
Oh, yes.
Hi, I'm Larry Carpenter.
Oh, hi. Well, hi. How very, very nice it is to meet you.
Look, who writes these things?
What things?
Magazine quizzes. How do you rate as a lover?
You're not really going to take that, are you?
I'm curious.
Tad, why don't you go home?
Not an option.
Why are you being so difficult?
I'm taking a test. Are you easily distracted?
Yes.
Guess that's a big affirmative. Do you trust your instincts? Yes. What is your favorite way to spend an evening? A, going to a movie. B, staying home. C, getting together with friends.
D, annoying people.
Shh. This is serious. My choice isn't even listed here.
Well, I'm sure that's for a good reason.
Spending the night eating a delicious meal. There now, don't you feel stupid?
No, because I know you're lying.
My stomach would disagree with you.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, aren't you?
Yeah, a little.
Hey, listen. I got a great idea. Why don't I get us some steaks? We could cook them outside on a barbecue. Huh?
I don't feel like cooking.
You wouldn't have to cook. I'd do the whole thing myself. I would cook, I'd clean up. There now, when's the last time you got an offer like that?
Okay, yeah, I could use it.
Great, now you're talking. What do you say? Some sirloin, some New York strip. I could get some corn on the cob.
Why don't we go out?
Fine, fine, fine. Whatever you want.
Yeah, I just think it would be a little more relaxing, you know?
Terrific. Why not? I just want you to know that I know exactly what you're up to.
And what would that be?
You're afraid to be left alone with me.
Dream on. You want to go or not?
Sure, whatever you say.
Good.
Tonight, we'll play by your rules.
No, no, no. If we were playing by my rules, we would have gone home half an hour ago.
Very good friend of mine, Billy Clyde's Huggle.
Oh, right. You're the guy Trask works for. I am the man of which you speak, yes. And, how long have you and Trask known each other?
A couple of months. You ready to go?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I just need my purse. You wait right here, though. I'll just be a few seconds.
Listen, should I wait here or should I wait out in the car and parked out back?
Oh,
Wait in the car.
Wait here. You have to go, don't you? I mean,
No.
don't you have to go back to work?
No, I have plenty of time, thank you, honey.
I'll be right back. Just wait here.
That's one pretty woman.
That is one very special woman. Like womankind don't come no finer than Dixie.
Well, you know her well?
We are like this, she and I. We go way, way back. I just stay around to make sure that nothing less than chivalrous occurs in her presence. Hmm?
Well, I'm all set. If you're all set.
Yeah, let's go.
Great.
Well, you two have a nice time, I hear.
Oh, thanks. See you later.
Bye.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you, Les. You mess with her, you answer to me, boy.
So I threw it back.
Oh, no, you went home without a fish?
I couldn't have exactly had it mounted, could I?
I'm gonna have the chicken. What are you gonna have?
I haven't decided.
It would help if you looked at the menu.
Excuse me?
For the last 10 minutes, you've been sticking peeks at Adam.
I have
I mean,
not.
not that I want to be critical, but he's got you so frazzled that you can't even handle what it is you want to eat for dinner.
Why are you picking a fight?
I'm not picking a fight. It's just hard to carry on a conversation with somebody who's not even listening to you.
I am listening to you. I just heard peals of laughter. It made me a little curious, that's all.
Sure, he's a barrel full of monkeys.
Well, yeah, at times.
You're serious.
Adam has a sense of humor, yes.
We're not going to agree about anything tonight.
Of course we are.
See what I mean?
Okay, I'll have the chicken too. There. We agreed on something. Are you happy? I'm delirious.
Oh, have I told you about our latest golden investment opportunity?
I'm all ears.
Salvaging sunken treasure.
Oh, you are joking.
No, it's no joke, not if you do it right. With today's technology, the ships are easier to find. They can dive deeper, stay longer. There's one going off the coast of Florida right now. Did you hear about it? Spanish galleons, ships full of fabulous treasures sunk hundreds of years ago.
It sounds awfully iffy to me.
Of course it is. But life gets pretty dull if you don't take risk now and then. But you and I, can afford it. That's what it's all about.
Well, it sounds exciting. How do we get in on it?
Well, I'll take care of that. As long as I have a go-ahead from you.
You just make sure we don't lose our shirts.
I'll risk a couple of buttons.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. He just brought the wrong kind of dressing, that's all.
So then switch.
No, it's just my lucky day, that's it.
Stop sulking. Call the waiter over and tell him that you want something else.
I'm not sulking, and why make a big deal out of it?
Well, then stop complaining.
What is it with you?
What?
Just tell me. I mean, is it Adam or Natalie? Which one?
It's neither. They don't bother me in the least. As a matter of fact, Adam has proposed to Natalie.
Where did you hear this?
Does it matter? And while we're playing this little game, I know that you were very upset when we ran into Dixie earlier.
Get out of town.
You can't fool me, all right? Just don't project your depression on me, all right?
Fine. You want to take off the gloves? Let's take off the gloves. Fact, you're still hung up on your ex-husband. Fact, seeing him here with her is driving you up the wall.
Excuse me.
Excuse you? What do you mean, excuse you? Where are you going? Hey.
Do you have a minute? I'd like to talk. Sky gave me the news, and I just wanted to give you my best wishes.
What exactly did she tell you?
That you had asked Natalie to marry you.
That's true.
Well, then congratulations are in order.
No, not quite. She hasn't said yes yet.
Well, I'm sure she will. You're hard to resist.
You managed well enough.
It took a while.
Oh, hello, Brooke.
Oh, Natalie. Hi. Nice to see you.
You too. Why don't you join us?
Oh, thank you. No, I should get back to my table. Anyway, have a very nice dinner.
You also.
Thanks for coming over.
Your dinner's getting cold.
How is it?
Steak would have been better. Can you tell me what the little charade was all about?
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
It was not for your benefit, if that's what you think.
You know something? I used to think that you were a really intelligent woman, you know, really well put together.
Well, I'm very sorry to disillusion you.
I don't know, disillusionment involved. I just want you to decide what it is you really want.
I know what I want.
The hell you do.
You know something? This may be a surprise to you, but you are really beginning to irritate me.
I know, because I see right through you. You're a very bad liar, and far be it from me to make things worse, but I just don't want you to play any games with me.
I am not playing any games.
You want to go back to your past, go back to your past. You want Adam, go for him.
I don't.
As a matter of fact, if you wanted, maybe I could help you get him. I'd be a very powerful ally. You just messed around my love life so many times at this point, turn about be fair play.
Do me a favor, all right? Just shut up.
Now she's mad.
You're damn right I'm mad.
You think I like this? I'll tell you something. I don't want to push my best friend over the edge, but there comes a time in your life when you're either going to have to fish or cut bait. Do you understand?
Would you please take me home?
Sure, I'd be delighted.
Poor Jack and Jill. Can't Clyde climb the hill. Their leaky diapers are a disaster.
What are you doing in here?
Well, I let myself in.
You have no right to be in here.
I had to see you. When I knocked on the door downstairs, nobody heard me, so I just came in. I would have waited for you down there, but I wanted to talk with you privately. So I thought the best place for that would be your own room right here.
But do you have any reason? Do you understand that Mrs. Myrtle Fargate would absolutely pitch a fit if she found out that you were in here? And I must say that I do not like it very much myself.
I'm sorry, but I had to do it. I did.
What do you want?
You got home right early, didn't you? That pointy-nosed man, he didn't get out of line with you, did he?
That pointy-nosed man happens to be a very, very nice gentleman named Larry Carpenter, and he was a perfect gentleman. Thank you very much.
Well,
It's none of your business to be interfering in my personal life. Thank you very much.
I had to make sure that you were all right, that's all.
Well, I was just fine. Thank you. I really don't like this. I really don't like you interfering in my private life.
I'm sorry.
I don't think this is right. I think you're using me as a substitute for your daughter.
Is that what you think?
Yes, that's what I think. That's how I think this looks. Yes.
Oh, you dear sweet child. You couldn't be further from the truth. I came here tonight because I had to make you understand.
Understand what?
How I feel, Dixie. If you go out with anyone, it ought to be me.
Well, it's clear out back. Whoa. What does that look for?
Oh, I don't know. You're the detective. You figure it out.
You want me to leave you alone?
Very good.
You know something? You're afraid of me.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm totally serious. I spent a lot of time tonight studying your face. And that whole act with Adam didn't fool me a bit. As a matter of fact, I don't think it fooled him either.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then let me fill you in. You're so terrified of your feelings, you spent the entire evening trying to pretend they don't exist.
I did no
You are
such
terrified
thing.
of getting hurt again, and that's why you shut me out, because you don't have the guts to go through another failed relationship, right?
You're real Dr. Ruth, aren't you?
I'll tell you something else. I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. You care about people who get hurt. That's just the way it is. But what are you going to do? That's life. You're going to retreat from the human race?
You know what? I am not afraid of you or anybody. I have a very active social life.
Oh, this I got to hear.
Listen, you're not the only man that I go out with. I see Jack a lot.
Jack? One concert? One concert?
I'm not talking about
Jackson,
that concert.
Montgomery? I'm supposed to believe this is the man of your dreams.
I don't care what you
Jack's a
believe.
nice guy, but let's face it, he's not necessarily your type.
Oh, yeah? And how would you know about that?
Because it's written all over your face. I'll tell you something else. This whole self-protection thing is an aberration. It's self-imposed passion exile. I mean, let's face it, Jackson Montgomery's the kind of guy you spend a lot of time wishing you were hot for, but wishing doesn't make it so.
No?
No. I'll tell you something. You are a very bright, very gorgeous, very courageous, adventuresome woman who lives life to the fullest and is very impatient with people who don't. As a matter of fact, what would you do if you had a friend, a good friend, who was really turned on to some guy but kept backing away from relationships because she was afraid she was going to get stepped on all the time? What would you say?
I'd keep my mouth shut.
No, you wouldn't. You would grab her just like this. You would look deep into her eyes and tell her if she's going to spend her entire life on the sideline, she's going to get very, very bored. Now, is that what you want? You want your heart and soul to shrivel up and die?
Maybe.
Tough, because I'm not going to let it happen.
Well, there's nothing terrible, really, Billy Clyde. It just happens to be that, well, I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything, but, you know, I've always thought of us as friends.
What's wrong with two people who like each other to spend just a little more time together? Oh, Dixie, I swear from when I first set eyes on you, the night that you struck me with your car and knocked me down cold, unconscious in that cold and rainy night. And what was the first thing that my eyes fell upon when I regained consciousness? It was your sweet face, just wreathed in a halo of compassion. And I knew from that night on that there was a bond betwixt us.
Yes, there was, Billy. of friendship.
And no other gave a whit about me. No one cared for me, not even my own daughter, only you, and that I shall not forget.
Oh.
No, I shan't.
Well, Billy, you know, Emily Ann has a lot of growing up to do, see.
I know she does, of course. But meanwhile, I shall not tolerate your being disappointed by another man. I cannot tolerate the idea of a man taking advantage of you. I can... No, that's why I think the best idea of just you and I just kind of hung out together, you know, nice and easy like, huh? And, you know, helped one another, and that's all.
Billy, that's really sweet, and I really appreciate it. But, you see, I have come to a decision tonight, and that is that I'm not going to date anybody, see? So, I'm sorry.
Shucks. Who said anything about dating? I mean, dating, schmating, I don't mean that. I just mean, you know, you and I could spend some friendly time together, the one with the other. I would never, ever put any kind of pressure on you. That is my word of honor. No, all I would like is just the pleasure of your company.
Well, that is very sweet, Billy. It's very, very sweet. But I have to say no.
All right. All right, certainly I do understand that, but if you ever change your mind, please let me know.
All right, well. You know, it's getting a little late here. I'm tired, you know, it's been a long day and everything, so I think I really have to ask you to leave.
Certainly. You're right, of course, and I wish you good night.
Good night, Billy.
Good night. I will excuse you this evening, Dixie. But you have to realize, sooner or later, that you are mine. You are all mine.
Listen to that. Your heart is beating as fast as mine.
I don't want...
What?
I don't want...
Tell me what you don't want. What?
I don't want you to go.
I'm not going anywhere.